Good morning, Bowie High. It's the day we all put faith in the weather on a small mammal named Phil. And a team of fortunate Ezeogu, Kamaiyah, Lineberger, and Odigie have all your important stuff ready to report to you. Here comes the groundhog, y'all. This is the Bulldog Bulletin.
Hear ye, hear ye! Now on this February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in groundhogese, directed this President Dunkel to the proper scroll, which reads, I see the morning has brought the finest people. I see their bravery and spirit. The time has come, I can feel it, the excitement, I can hear it. I see the folks with gray in their hair, and I see the kids all young and scrawny. Their eyes and cheeks aglow from the cold, clean air of sweet Punxsutawney. I see that everyone knows their part, and I am merely the sage. But above all else, I see a shadow on my stage. And so, no matter how you measure, it's 6 more weeks of winter weather.
Good morning, Bowie High. It's Thursday, February 2nd, 2023, and it's an A-Day. I'm fortunate Ezeogu.
And I'm Kamaiyah Lineberger.
And welcome to the Bulldog Bulletin.
And there you have it. That was the scene this morning up in the Young Township in Pennsylvania, where the little groundhog with the funny name, Punxsutawney Phil, named after the town, saw his shadow, meaning we'll have 6 more weeks of winter. Weather predictions from a giant rodent.
Aw, come on.
According to the History Channel website at www.history.com, the first Groundhog Day was celebrated on this date in 1887 in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, as we mentioned, and it's still continued to this day. It happens every February 2nd at the midway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox and has been a fun tradition ever since. According to documentation, climber Frias sold the idea to the local newspaper, and since then, the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club has been trekking up to Gobbler's Knob and waits each year to see if the groundhog either A, sees his shadow, equaling 6 more weeks of winter, or B, not seeing it and having an early spring. Special thanks to the Associated Press for the clip.
Good old Phil. And our top BHS story back here at home is a huge thank you to everyone who was involved, from teachers to administration to students and custodian staff, in the after-school pep rally being held here on the main campus in the BCPA. Hopefully it energized everyone and gave you the boost you needed to push through the testing, including SATs, third quarter stuff, the faculties, SGMs, and all the stresses of school. Hang in there and try to come out and enjoy all distance that our clubs, groups, and activities try to provide. Let's hear a little from the marching band.
Cowling for the clip. Gotta get out there, y'all. Did y'all forget what it was like during the shutdown? Live your life. Just like the young Democrats who have that good old-fashioned pie-to-the-face delivery coming up for either Mrs. Addison or Mr. Esters. Who doesn't want to see that happen? Get involved and throw some change or paper in the boxes found in room 20 for Mr. E or room 21 for Mrs. Addison by third period tomorrow to vote for either of them.
Here comes the Thursday forecast next with your BHS weather correspondent, Princess Odigie, who has today's forecast ready in the Weather Center next. What's happening, amiga?
Then, hello and good morning to you all on this mild February morning. They stole my groundhog thunder already over there at the desk, but that's okay. Got another little tidbit, a kind of gross one. They actually ate the first groundhog at the first celebration. Yum. On to the current conditions. It's a really cold 26 out there right now, and the 750 Doppler is clear for weather.com. Nothing brewing. Later today, we'll creep back into the 40s at around 3 p.m. We'll call it 42, and the sun will be out, but surrounded by plenty of clouds for a while before it gets totally covered up. Then the 11 p.m. temp will fall to 33. The National Today.com list of days brings us the following. You knew about Groundhog Day already, but did you also know it's Hedgehog Day too? Slow down, Sonic. Tell Napoleon to give you some of his stash because it's Tater Tot Day. Break out your little Hawaiian guitar and strum because it's Ukulele Day. It's not quite time for them to report yet, but today is Catcher's Day. But what are they going to do without pitchers? It's Frank Day. So let me tell you, I don't like you. Just kidding. The name, and happy birthday to the sultry Shakira. Her hips don't lie, and neither do I. I'm Princess, and I'll see you whenever, wherever, I guess.
Thanks, Prin. In club news, the first meeting of Bowie High's Black Student Union will happen today in room 49. Come see what this group is all about. Also meeting today will be math tutoring in room 40, debate team in room 20, chess club in the library, and Bible study in room 220.
From the dance hallway, Mrs. Henry also sent us an invite for anyone who has completed a year of Dance 1. She has a placement audition coming up for her Repertory 2 class on Thursday, February 16th. So mark your calendars. Students interested in auditioning for it must audition to register for Repertory 2 next year. The dance department will also have new courses available next year, including Dance for Athletes and Tap Dance. And you can see or email Miss Henry if you have any questions.
Today's Black History Month honoree comes to us again from Amir Thompson, who's celebrating February 2nd as the day that the 30-year-long ban on the National African Congress was lifted by former President F.W. de Klerk, which led to the eventual release of longtime political prisoner Nelson Mandela. Years later, he will be elected president of the African National Congress.
The Peer Forward Phosphor of the Week is reporting the incorrect figure for tax total. This should not be the adjusted gross income on your parents' tax forms, and it also impacts your EFC and financial data. Big mistake. The group also has a couple more brief notes. If you're a senior and you have filled out your FAFSA, please scan this QR code to fill out this survey as soon as possible for a chance to receive scholarship consideration by March 1st. FAFSA is on a first-come, first-served basis, so just think. You have been dragging your feet for quite a while, and colleges are already starting to distribute funds. Don't wait another day and get that thing done as soon as possible. March 1st is just a deadline. Better get hot. FPF is looking for sophomores and juniors for their Latina X Reach Out. You must speak Spanish, and if interested, please contact the emails seen here on the flyer. Be a part of the reason that more diverse populations get the aid they need.
And once again, the last mention of the day is for those who are politically involved that need service hours. Mr. Hughes Morris has 2 one-hour opportunities available on February 8th and 15th. If you attend, you'll write letters to Congress to improve Maryland's sustainable practices, as well as creating materials for elementary students to start practicing things early on. Hit the QR code to register.
Today's SAT word of the day is the verb covet. Covet, defined as to wish or long for. A second Lombardi trophy is what Philadelphia fans must covet.
They sure do look unstoppable. But hey, We're going to do the Bulldog Special and hope we win more fans on our channel at www.youtube.com/BHSTVMD Bulldog Bulletin. You can catch anything you missed, and please hit that like and subscribe button if you would. I'm Kamaiyah Lineberger.
And I'm Fortune Ezeogu. And you know, for a 5-day week, it hasn't been that bad altogether. So be good to each other out there in the hallways. And remember that Bulldogs don't wait, they dominate.